Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Is it Friday? Oh, I feel like I um was trying to do too much before I got on live. So how are you guys? How are you guys? It is Friday. And I am back. I am back. And I am back to talk about dating, plus size dating, part two, because I'm gonna be plus size dating. So I shouldn't say that, right? I don't even like the way that sounds. Plus size dating. Dating is dating. But but yeah, so I did want to come back and talk about it because I have a feeling that I'm going to be dating. And so I kind of want to get my foot wet and kind of get familiar because I have not been dating in a long time. So, oh, who do we have in the chat here? Well, we have Amy and Taisha left a message earlier. Lakeisha, hey, Lakeisha, hey, Delilah. Oh, Delilah says, Amy, I'm so proud of you. She was on our last week's um, live when we talked about dating and we talked to her. So that was cool. Um, hey, Lakeisha. So, Lakeisha, are you single? I can't tell. No, I know Delilah um, has a significant other and is in a relationship. Are you, Lakeisha, in a relationship? I can't remember. I don't know if you said or not, or if you want to even say. You don't have to say if you don't want to, but I just wonder if do I have some other single ladies, single ladies out there? Yes, you're single. So are you interested at all in dating, Lakeisha? Or is that not of an interest to you right now? I just wondered. Because, I had said last summer that I was planning on dating, and then I got involved with YouTube and I started doing all things YouTube and just have not had time to go out and date. And so I am looking forward to it. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna wait till after my school year ends, which is start dating in the summer. But why am I gonna wait, right? Kim, hey, Mindy, hey, Mindy. So I thought, why would I wait? Why would I wait to date? Why wouldn't I just go out and date? And so I think I'm gonna be trying to date, but I just don't know where to start, what to do, who to do it with, why I should do it. I just don't know. Somebody told me that when you're dating, like they responded to one of my videos and said that when I'm dating, hi, Lori. They said when I'm dating, I should actually do a background check. And so the one guy I talked about in the story, I didn't background check him because he was introduced to through a friend. But nowadays, I feel like you still should do a background check, right? And that doesn't even really matter. So so I thought, okay, so that's gonna cost me some money today, right? Because I gotta pay for this background check I'm gonna do on these folks. So I just was wondering, I wanted to share for me. I like have some fears around dating, and one of my biggest fears is getting to know somebody. Like when you're in a relationship, you kind of and you're married. Some people are married on here. Mindy's married. Delilah's in a relationship. That person knows you, right? They know you. They know all about you. They know, your background, your history. And then when you go out and date, you have to figure that all out again, right? What the person likes, what they dislike. I feel like people always say the first month or so of dating, maybe it's weeks, months, it's like you're, showing your representative. You have your representative there. It's not like the real person. So I just thought, gosh, I hate to start that. That's like my biggest fear is like learning somebody new. And then do you tell them right away, like, okay, so I've been on this weight loss journey. I've lost so many pounds. And do you tell them you're taking a GLP-1? I wonder about all that stuff. So, Mindy said it's fun to figure all that out. I don't know if it would call that fun. I don't know. I'm kind of scared. So let's see. What are people saying in the chat? Delilah says, yeah, I feel like if I was unexpectedly single, I would stay that way for a while so I could keep working on me and my overall health and channel. Yes, that's good. That's good. You would stay single for a while. But see, I have been single for a while. So yeah, but if you just you would probably need a break too, because you've been in a kind of a long-term thing. So I do agree with that. Kim says, no, you don't have to wait. Oh, Kim, yes, 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 yes. I'm so scared. I'll probably be calling you up now that I know you stay up late. like, What should I do? Delilah said you did a background check on David. So how did you meet him? How did you meet David? Because I love that. I just love that. Love that idea of doing a background check. Um, Mindy says it's fun to figure all that out. It is fun to figure it out though. And plus I always think dating is probably like one of the best times they're going to treat you, super special because they're trying to woo you, right? So I do love that stage of it, the thoughtfulness, the text, the calls, and all that. But I'm just scared to put my foot out there. Now, it's been times where I had my eye on a particular person, and so I don't have that now. I don't have my eye on somebody or somebody I always thought I would want to talk to. But I think that's exciting too. If you have your eye on a particular person, I think that's exciting when you're dating. Hey, Jen. Now, I know Jen is single. Jen, are you single and ready to mingle? I think you told me. I'll let you say it in the chat if you want to. But I know you commented and said you're single, but it doesn't sound like you're dating. And maybe you could tell us why. Hey, Lori, you have such a cute profile pic. You said, I've been single for a long time and I am ready. Me too. What are we going to do? Now, I was, I'm not on the dating apps because I thought, okay, how else do you meet people when you're dating? So you might be introduced to by somebody's, one of your friends would introduce you to his friend, which is, I've had that happen. And that was the story I told in the video that went haywire. But other than dating apps, bumping into people at the gas station or this or that or the other, I'm an educator and I have had some of my students say, my dad likes you. Well, isn't that awkward? I felt like I could never date somebody, or my dad asks, were you married? And, well, then you're at the, you're in a situation sometimes where mom and dad is there. So I never wanted to do that. I've never dated any of my students, their dad or uncle or whatever. And so, but I've had them say like, oh, my uncle likes you, or oh, my dad likes you, or wants to talk to you. And so I've never done that because I just thought that was not the professional thing to do. But yeah, but now, that I'm older, I'm like, this pickings, I gotta stop saying that the pickings are slim. People make you feel like the pickings are slim, but maybe they're not. And I don't know, it's married people on here, like all the content creators that are my friends, that I consider my friends, they're married. Healthy Spirit Podcast, hey, she's married. Kim is married. Who else? Mindy, you're married. Who else is married? The Turtle Diaries, but you're single. We got to get the single girls. The single girls, we got to get this going. Let's see. Okay, Delilah says, all right, let's go back to, I'm missing a bunch of comments. Okay. Hey, Mia says, I can do a background check on my cats. They are a safer bet right now for me. Yes. And, if you're not ready, I'd say don't do it. You kind of have to be ready because I feel like you got to have confidence and you got to just be open, like open. You know what I'm saying? And, if you're not ready to do that, I agree. I would just kind of wait it out. And, Lori just said she's been single for a long time. Delilah says, I work nights, so I'm up all night too. Oh my goodness, you're up too. I work thirds when I'm not home because surgery leave. Yes. Okay, so yeah, all you guys are on those different schedules. My husband and I have very little new to talk about at this point. Someone new can be fun. Mindy, what in the world? So do you guys have date nights, Mindy? Are you date nighting with your husband? I think that's just the coolest thing. But I guess, have you ever, I'm sure you guys go out, you see these couples. This is what I don't want to be, a couple that's just so into eating that they're not even talking because they're so used to each other. I'm not judging it. I just think like, when I'm dating, I don't really have that a lot. It's just that I notice it's the married people. And I'm sure it's just the familiarity of knowing those people. You just know them, right? You know everything about them pretty much. So Jen says she's single and kind of ready to mingle. Okay. We got to get like a single girls club. We got to unite. Single ladies unite. Now, you met David while you were visiting Texas to see if you wanted to live there. And you said, the day I was leaving, I met him at the airport. He thought I was saying I was on vacation to California, not going home from here. Okay, all right. So you guys met. Was this in the airport? are you am I off on that? You do something with the airlines, I want to say. 8 years later, you're still there. Oh my gosh, that's a long, long time. That's a long time. Is there like a common law marriage in Texas? I don't know if there is or not. Mia, what surgery did you have? Everybody saying hello. Hi, Healthy Spirit Podcast. Lakeisha. Jen says she works at night, and on top of that, I work 7 days on and 7 days off. So that makes it hard. That does make it hard. Oh my goodness. What would you date somebody in your same like field? Like is like if you had somebody on that same schedule that was like in within the hospital or wherever you work, would you do that? I wouldn't want to date at my workplace, but some people do. In my job, we have couples. They don't work in the same building. They don't teach in the same building, but they teach in the same district. So I'm kind of used to that. I remember you said you were divorced, single, and pretty happy. And I have been too for a long time. I just think like, oh gosh, I'm just ready to like have somebody to go to dinner with, have somebody to go to the movies with, besides my daughter. She's a great date, but I'm just kind of ready to, add something to that, right? In addition to, I'm still gonna do all that with her. Jen, sorry, I'm being nosy. What do you do? And Nadia says she's married. Don't do it. LOL, Nadia. Why do you say don't do it? What is going on? You guys are scaring me. But you know what? I will say this. I probably shouldn't say this on YouTube because it's on video. But I have a teacher's pension. And here where I live, it used to be like you had to be married for 7 years before that person would get your pension. If it didn't work out. And let's not, we don't want to say anything negative that it wouldn't work out. But now they changed it. So day one, you could meet somebody and they get part of your pension. Can you imagine working, so hard every day, and then somebody that you just married and met, and within 6 months you get a divorce, he gets half your pension. And then it's even set up too where if something happens, even if, let's say I say I want my daughter to get my pension, like all of it, well, I cannot do that. He would have to sign off on that and say, I shouldn't be saying this out loud. But he would have to sign off on that. So I don't know if I get married, that person would have to have their own pension. They would have to have a lot of things going on because I just got to protect my daughter, and everything she has coming to her. And I have a trust. I don't just have a will. I do have a trust. So I have things pretty spelled out what's supposed to happen. But I think that pension, like, it supersedes that. So I'm gonna have to double check. A couple years I'll be, retiring. I've already met with the, the retirement people. So that dating is a big thing for me. Like being married, I might end up like Oprah and Stedman. And I don't want to do that because, I want to be in a married situation, but I don't know. It's just, isn't it always crazy? Like things for some people always come down to money. And I don't want to be one of those people. But I'm also not just, here for myself. I'm kind of here watching out for my daughter. So it's just going to be a dilemma. Jen says she's a pharmacist. We love that. You have Delilah says they have overnight pharmacists. Wow, cool. Yes, I didn't realize that either. Because you already see the pharmacy, open certain hours, but I guess like, doing all the behind the scenes kind of things they would be doing. Yes, I work in a hospital. Well, that's why, hospitals are open 24/7. Okay, all right. Kim is saying hello to people. Hey, DD, we're on Twan's Live. Oh, yeah, I was on Twan's Live. I just didn't say anything because I was getting prepared for this. So I kind of heard, some of what she was saying. I will have 1 week back to work, 1:30 to 2, and then after that, 5 to 1:30 a.m. Oh my goodness, like those schedules, you guys. I guess I'm kind of spoiled with my little, 9 to 5 sort of thing, sort of say. Even though it's not 9 to 5, what is it, like 8:30 to 4 or something like that? Um, Okay, so Jen, okay, Mindy, yeah, I'm interested in this. Mindy said you need to tell your friends that you're ready to date and they should keep an eye out for you. I've introduced several single friends. Yes, see, that's what I'm hoping would happen. But I've also had some things that happened in the dating with friends trying to hook me up that wasn't so cool. It wasn't, but yeah, that's how I was hoping I would meet somebody because at least it would be like I feel like it's a little bit more vetted. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. Mel is saying, hey. And Mia said, I had ankle audaces with tendon repaired 2 years ago. Wow, they put 2 screws in. So this time they took those out and moved the newer ones over. Can't bear weight on the ankle bone. Yeah, you can't date until you get all that situated, right? You have to, wait for that. But I don't know. Are people waiting till they lose a certain amount of weight to date? Like I often wonder that too, because I said I was going to date this summer. I was probably like 30 pounds down, maybe. I don't even know. But I'm the type of say, I'm going to wait until I do this. I'm going to wait until I do A to date. I'm going to wait till I do B. But now I kind of, just think, I always think what everybody says, like, don't wait to lose weight to do what you want to do. So I only, the reason why this came up is because I've just been getting a lot more attention and, sometimes I've said like I'm not interested or like I'll put my ring, like I have a ring, this ring, another ring. I said I was gonna wear it here, but I'll put that on. I had that on my ring finger. As soon as I took that off, I started to get like a lot of more attention. So I thought, am I ready to date? That's what kind of, brought it up. And I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Everyone saying hello, Amy. Hey, she is Tamika. Every time I say your name, I want to sing that song. I love that. You have the best, song ever to introduce yourself. Brown Velvet here in Phoenix. I hope that's Phoenix, right? Later this month, there is a speed dating event. Tag, I wish I lived with you. We could go together. 35 or lived in your state. We could go together. 35 to 55 put on by the Black Run Club. Ooh, so that's the fit people probably are there. I'm not brave enough for for that at this point. Just throwing an idea out there. I did go speed dating and I just did not like the choices that were there, and it was like it wasn't a well publicized event, so it was just kind of scarce. But I like the idea of speed dating, but that's kind of like visual, because you talk so fast, like it's not a lot of time to sit down and really talk. So it's kind of like you got to make that visual connection, which is, I guess, it's important too at first. Hey, you're welcome, Amy. Hey, Mel, says Kim. We don't go out at night a lot, movies every Saturday, and lately I've been going to a shooting range. Yeah, now you've been doing that with your son, I think. So that we talked to Amy about that because Amy's, line of work, she needs to be at that shooting range, keeping that aim up. And Amy said that that's not really a place to like meet people, but I've been one time. I actually was the guy invited me to go to the range, and I was scared the whole time I was there. And but people are so, I told Amy last week, people are so serious about it, like they're serious at that at the shooting range. So, it's just kind of like it's like they were all about those guns. They weren't really paying attention to anything. Can I say that on YouTube? They were all about that ammunition and stuff. They weren't really paying too close attention. At least I, thought so. So yeah, you yes, at the airport when I was flying home. Okay, I thought so. Hey, Twan, how are you? I was in your live, Twan. I just didn't say anything because I was kind of getting ready. Nadia, hey Nadia. When I say getting ready, like putting on clothes, I was just kind of lounging. I caught myself taking a nap, and that didn't work. Hey Linda, how are you? Linda, you look like somebody I know. I love that. I love seeing your face. It reminds me of like a close friend, family. Delilah, I didn't work for an airline yet. Yes, Texas has common law marriage here. Okay, so are you technically married? Because if you try to separate, I don't know. Are you considered married? Simply Taisha said, my hubby is truly my best friend. I just love that. I love that. When the weather is really nice, we go out to live shows. We both love music. We've been together since 2017. He treats me exactly the same. Very good. You said that last week, and that is awesome. I want to hear from those people who are telling me not to try to get married. That pension situation is going to hold me back. because not for me, because I won't be here. Well, I will be here, but I'm saying for my daughter, I just have to, kind of protect what she has going on. But yeah, I just, like I say, we're gonna be an Oprah and Stedman, and maybe he might not want to get married, but then I feel like that's not good. So I don't know. I don't know. I just have to let God order my steps on this whenever I get to that point. Delilah says, "Oh, Mia, I'm so sorry. I'm praying for you, friend." Oh, Mia's healing though, so that's a good thing. Jen says, "I wouldn't mind dating at work, but not too many men, not in my age bracket." Okay, yeah. So how young will you go? Like, how young will you go? Now, is Beverly in here? Because I see somebody else with this cool hat. Like, and I told Beverly, if she comes tonight, I'm gonna put on my hat because it reminds me of her. Now, it's not her hat. Like, it's probably not as cool as her hat, but it reminds me of that. I think she was in Hey, Stephanie, 57 weight loss journey. I love that. So are you a content creator? Because if so, I want to follow you and check you out. I think I remember you hearing you say that in Twan's live, because I think you were in Twan's live. I was listening. I just couldn't comment. I was like, putting on something and trying to make myself look presentable. Nadia says, he says, Nadia, that's why I'm not married. Okay. So I have a question, since I know we have some married folks in here. Let me find Taisha kind of answered already. So I wonder, how do you guys juggle that with your marriage? Like, how does your weight loss, how has that impacted your marriage situation? Like, when you've lost weight, how has your husband reacted to that, or your spouse? How has that been? Taisha said everything is exactly the same. What about everybody else? Like, and we know Twan, if you watch her videos, her husband is on it. He's supportive. She's even gotten him to come in some of those videos, which I love. So I think that's great. Mindy, what are you doing? Because Mindy says that they, it sounds like we need to spice it up for you, Mindy. So what are you guys doing? Like, what do you do with this whole weight loss journey? Like, I would think that would maybe put a spark back in there, but I don't know. Cause are you cold on zepbound? I mean, he could warm you up. Are you cold on Mounjaro? Cause I'm freezing. I'm at my school wearing coats all day. I've worn a coat all week long, and my kids are like, well, how do you have on a coat? Because they've been hot. And yeah, everyone's looking at me like, what is wrong with this lady? But yeah, I'm walking around in a coat. So I have the Ohio winter, and then I have the Mounjaro winter as well. It's giving some coldness in here. So I could use somebody to, like, kind of, snuggle with, but that's not going to happen. You would get a prenup that includes his approval if he's not entitled to it. Yes. Now, I wonder if you can. I'm telling you, they have this so locked down. I said, these legislators were married to teachers, divorced them, and didn't get the money. Because I don't know if you could do that. I think you can, though. I think you can. But if I also dated and married somebody with their own pension, then we would cancel each other out. And so that's kind of what I'm hoping will happen. Now he could get Social Security, so maybe that would be a benefit for him not to get mine. But I just think how they have it, where even if you have that, your daughter or your children should get the money, he has to sign off on it, even if he's not their father. I just think, like, I don't know. I just think that's a little, and vice versa. This is not just for, me saying this about women. I think men too. There are a lot of male teachers. There are a lot of male principals, superintendents. Same thing for them. So I just think that's just kind of crazy. Amy says, it's loud where I am, but I heard pensions input. And so I'm so glad that you put that out there. People need to hear and understand that. Yeah, so I think that also affects your dating. And just think, like, let's say, I'm just going to put out a small number. I don't know if this is small, but let's say if I was getting $500 a month, and that's what I'm living off of for my retirement. And then I divorce after 6 months, a year, 2 years, he gets $250, 250 of that. And now I'm living off of that 250. Like, you got to think about those kind of things. People always say, you should get a prenup when you have a ton of money. I'm a proponent of getting a prenup when you have a little bit of money, because, when you split that, it's not that much. You know what I'm saying? You don't have millions and you got to split it. So that's also a consideration if you have a pension. I don't know how many people here have pensions, but yeah, so I'm thinking about that, right? Because like I said, I'm thinking about ahead for my little lady. Everyone, don't follow. Thank you, Kim. Don't forget to like the video. All right. Beverly says, good night, everyone. Single female here. Been single for a while and ready to date again. Yes, we got to get some of these single ladies together. But, you know, we just gave advice to Amy last week, and I'm saying that, but isn't the advice to like go places on your own, right? Because we take all these beautiful ladies in together. They don't know which one of us to choose. So, but I do think it's, kind of cool to date and, go like as the single ladies and just kind of check out the scene. Wasn't there a show called Single Ladies, by the way? Bye. Good night, Beverly. Amy says, for the record, I am not, she put that in caps, I am not interested in marrying. It's overrated in my personal opinion. Well, what do you ladies think about that? Is it overrated? I've never been married. I've been engaged twice, never made it to that altar. I consider myself a runaway bride. This time, I'm not running. I'm facing it full on. Amy, to each their own. I'm not interested either. You're not interested either? Oh my goodness. Kim is saying hi to Amy. Hi, Jeanette Hunter. She says, hello, new here. I've been waiting on losing weight. You have been. You cannot. But I don't know. Because I shouldn't say that. Because I guess if you don't feel comfortable with your body, then you probably should wait, I think. I know that it could be an excuse for not putting myself out there. Probably because I've been there and done that. And probably I'm still doing a little bit of it. So this is why this YouTube is so helpful. Because I feel like once you put it out in the universe, you can make it happen, right? You can make it happen. So I've been saying I'm open to dating. My actions, I don't know, has shown that, but I got to get my mind right first. So that's what I'm hoping talking about it will do. So Jeanette, don't feel bad because I'm in the same boat with you. I was waiting to lose and waiting to lose. But if I saw somebody tomorrow and he looked like somebody, or I talked to him and we hit it off, I would go for it. Like 2 months from now, I would not have. So, but a girl can change her mind. I might come on here next week and say, no, I changed my mind. I got scared, but I don't think so. I think I'm committing to it. Dee Dee, there is a saying, don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Yes, I know. And I probably has some of that going on too. But I still got to think about that pension. That's in my mind. Good evening, DD and chat. How are you all doing? I hope you are doing well. Hey, Darian, I am doing great. I am great. I'm feeling good. I was so tired and sleepy earlier, but I don't know, something about these lights, when they hit you, I have lights beaming on in here. It's like kind of wakes you up. And then I was freezing, and now I'm getting hot. Lori says, I'm not, because he needs to like the whole package. It's not about the looks. It's about personality and how he will treat you. Yes. So you're saying that's why you're not currently dating. He needs to be like the whole package. I agree. But people say that when we say we're waiting for this or we're waiting for the guy to be that, it's like, I think people feel like we're waiting for like the perfect guy. I really do know there's no perfect guy. But I think there's the perfect guy for me. I don't know if that might sound cliche, but that's who I'm waiting for, the perfect guy for me. Mindy said, we have a man in the room. Darian, share some male perspective, please. Yeah, Darian. So Darian, when you date, have you dated plus size women? Would you, are you looking for a particular type of woman or not? I don't know. You don't know what people have going on these days, but whatever you're looking for, like, what is it? We want to hear from the male, Mindy says. Brown Velvet, old daters, 35 to 55. Guess I'm anxious. Just teasing, he says. Brown Velvet, how old are you? Did you say? Do you want to say? To me, that's my age range now. 35 is low, because I'm 52. So I think I would. I don't even know if I would go. Mel, what about you? What's your age range for dating? I don't know if I would go below 50. 42. That's 10 years. Maybe give me 8. No, he'd have to be 45 and over. So I don't think I would go too low. I don't know. That's a good question. Even of course we always say he has to be mature, but I don't know how that's gonna look. All I know is my personality has changed since I began this journey. It's not just about the weight for me, it's about all the healing I'm doing. I'm nicer now and just overall happy. And that's a stereotype. I said that in one of my short videos, and somebody wrote back like I, said this. I wasn't talking about me particularly, but I was saying the stereotype is a lot of overweight women, we always look mean and like we're annoyed. And I say, carrying all that weight around, maybe we do, but and it's not all. But yeah, that's a stereotype. So you're saying you're nicer now, probably because you feel better. You probably feel better, and I think that's okay to say that. Like if you're carrying a lot of weight like that, maybe you weren't always feeling the best, but yeah. Kim J. I sing She Is Tamika. Yes, she was singing that to me earlier today. She not to me, but she was singing it, and she was like, "That song is in my head. It's in my head too. I can't sing it because I don't want my daughter coming in here. That's her song now. She went from This Girl Is on Fire to She Is Tamika. But she sings it randomly throughout the day. Gotta love her song. We gotta put that to like a beat, some music. That's a vibe. That song is really a vibe. Amy says, yes, I'm strictly business at the range. Mel says his new moniker is King Darian. Darian is so knowledgeable, though. I don't know how he is so knowledgeable. I just love when he comments. It's so thoughtful, well put together. Yeah. Um, oh, I live with one. So you do. Oh my goodness. I thought that was just your son. So that's your hubby too that is into that. So you go to the shooting range probably more often than, most. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting date this guy took me on to the gun range. Like I said, I was scared. He was in security. He said he worked for Homeland Security. And I didn't, I was like, yeah. Well, come to find out, my cousin who was living with me for some time ended up working with this guy. And he said he did work, he does Homeland Security in one of the surrounding cities. But he said, that guy's kind of crazy. That's what he ended up telling me. But yeah, I didn't really believe him. But I was like, oh my gosh, he probably can, tap my phone and all that kind of stuff. Linda says, I have been married since I was 18 years old. Like, I know how old you are now. Like, Linda, how old are you? With that beautiful smile I see in that profile pic. It seems scary in the dating world now. It is. I'm sure there are some good people still out there. It just takes time to find that special someone. So, okay, so what's the best advice you can give? You've been married since you're 18. If you feel comfortable telling us how old you were, maybe you can give the married, lady some advice too, or somebody who wants to be married, hopefully one day. What advice would you give besides communication? Because people always say that. I feel like that's a go-to, and maybe that's because it's legit. But what else besides communication would you say is a recipe for a great marriage? Amy says she is it's definitely a song that randomly comes out. It is. And like I said, I don't want to sing it because my daughter is gonna come in here and try to sing it. That is her song. Everyone's saying hi to Mindy. You must live together and have an agreement to be married alongside introducing yourself as married. So technically we are married in Texas, but he better prove it if we split. Oh my goodness. Linda, I've known my husband since I was 16 and married at 18. You guys have that in common. Mindy, you've been married for 45 years. I wouldn't know how to date. No, you would not. So what does he think about your new physique? I know he supports it with the cooking and all that. So, but I mean, has he said like, oh, you're one hot lady now? Like, I don't know. Do you married people still say that stuff like that? Would hope so. I would hope so. That is so impressive. That is so impressive. I think I might be more impressed with that than those 85 pounds you lost, Mindy. The Turtle Diary says, I have a lot of married friends and they say they still have to date to keep things happy. Yes, I would imagine. And it's so much temptation out here too. It's just like, it's a different time. It's a different time. So I think you do have to keep that spice going. Saying we have been together since 2011, still opens doors for me, including my car. Like I am like I am in trouble if I open my own door. Yes, and my dad is like that too. So I've just had some great role models with dads, my dad and my dad and my stepdad, and so it's just yeah, it's gonna just be hard for me. It's gonna be hard for me. But I have some great advice. And my dad, he's like that too. He opens the car door. You have to wait for him before if you get there first. He brings me flowers on Mother's Day and, just random times, just, to say what a great, how proud of he is of me. Just like so sweet, little things he does. And I think because he was used to doing that with my mom and their relationship. But yeah, just a gentleman, pull out your chair. And I don't know, a lot of these guys aren't doing that probably anymore. And somebody told me, like, if you're waiting for that, you're going to be single for a long time. But just the thoughtfulness, like I'm hoping to get some of that. I don't have to have it all. Yes, Dee Dee, let the Lord order your steps, then you for sure will be all right. Yes, 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 yes. Um, yeah, I agree. I agree. And I want somebody also, I didn't even talk about that, but that's important, having that spiritual connection. He can have all those things, boxes checked, but if he doesn't have that, then it's a no-go, right? He can also have his own pension too. If he doesn't have that spiritual connection, that relationship with God, then we're not a match. So that's also important too. So it's just a lot to think about. So if you already have your guy or your girl or your partner, I think that you just are blessed. And I hope that, you spice it up from here and keep it going. Age ain't nothing but a number. You think so? So, Twan. Now, if I said, "Oh, Twan, I got this. I'm coming to Florida," because my sister used to live in Florida, and she moved from Daytona Beach. She moved, so she used to live in Florida. So, but I have like one of my besties, the 30+ year friendship lives in Florida. That's the one who I was talking to around the time you were having those storms. She was telling me what was going on, and she since moved. So I cook, and I used to go to Miami a lot. So now I know I have she is Tamika in Florida, you're in Florida, Mel's in Florida, Kim is in Florida. So I feel like I have some Florida people that I could, try to get together with. But if Twan, now I come up stepping up there with a 20-year-old, 25, 20 is kind of too young. What about, let's see, I'm 52. What about a 20 years younger? What if I came at like you with like a 32-year-old? I can hear you now saying, "What are you doing with that boy, Downsizing Diva?" And I'm sorry if you're out there listening and you're, 30, you don't see yourself as a boy. But I'm just saying, compared to me at 52, I don't know. I don't know how low will I go. I don't know how low will I go. Jen said, "I'm not sure how old. Wait, I'm not sure how young I would go. Maybe 50. I'm 46." Okay, okay. Oh, you're not sure how young you should go. Maybe 50. So you mean how old or how young? Well, either way, like which way would you go, up or down? I don't know. I have a friend that has an older husband. She's my age, 52. I want to say her husband is pushing 70. And I mean, they just do everything together. She is so head over heels. They probably been married close to 20 years. So, I've seen it happen. Delilah says, "I agree, T. You just continue to date even after marriage." Yeah, I think that's important. My husband supports me. He cooks all my food and takes care of me. Well, then you got it, girl. You got it. But what about the romance? Like, is there romance? Because I'm telling you, my dad, if you're listening, cut this part out. Cut off your YouTube channel. I don't think he is, but if he watches this back. But when single people are having more, fun than the married people. My married friends would be like, "I'm too tired. They got this going on. They're dragging around." Meanwhile, I'm just happy as a lark around here. So it's when, it seems like when people get married, it's just like that kind of, you got the taking care of the cooking and all that. But the spice in the relationship seems to kind of dwindle. And so that's why I think, like you said, that dating is so important. When you're going to get those massages, get there's couples things you can do. Couples massages, couples pedicures, go take a vacation. We like to go with our girls, go with your guy. It's like these things you can do to kind of spice it up. And Tamika is married too. You've been married for a long time. I love it when my hubby randomly picks me up off the ground. That is so sweet. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness. Mine is also on zepbound. Yes, I remember that. I don't know. I don't know if you included his update lately. You did, I missed it. Mine is also on zepbound and super supportive, but I hear how tiny I am getting, and despite the squats, apparently it's smaller. A lot of women, their husbands or their boyfriends are not happy about that. And I will say I probably will never have that problem. Well, I might though, but I was looking at myself today and I was thinking, geez, Louise, like things are slimming down, but I feel like that my backside is getting plumper. Now I have been doing squats with that lift with C, sometimes it's this move she does it's like a lunge with the weight, and I can't really do the lunge that well because it starts to affect my knee. So I've been doing squats, and I'm telling you, I'm going to take a picture of my backside, like not turned around like that, but just kind of like the side view. But it's sitting up. I was like, what is going on here? Now, my mom was slim. My mom was like a size 4'6". And that's one of the biggest things on her was her backside, her bottom. And so it's just like, that's how we're shaped. We're kind of hippie in that way, hippie and then have a bottom. Like all the women in my family have a bottom. So, I don't hope to lose that, but I don't want it to get bigger either. I felt like it was like super big, and I had on regular jeans. So I said, I'm gonna have to check this out. This is funny. Delight says David is as supportive as I'll let him be. I don't like to make a big deal about it, my own personal life, and only discuss my personal journey about in your weight loss video. So you really don't discuss that with him. Okay. Wow, but you can talk about it on the video to like millions of strangers. Well, I guess all of us can too, right? That's probably a thing. My husband loved me thick, but he supports my weight loss. Either way, it's all good. Well, I think that's awesome. That's like the best thing. All right, Linda, is this advice that you would give us? We want to know. I want you to tell me, like, what is the advice you would give to the married people, single people, trying to be in a relationship or being married? Like, besides communication, and maybe anybody can answer that because all you guys have been married for a long time. Besides communication, what would you say is the next best thing or the next most important thing that you should have to make your marriage work? That's what I would love to know, because communication, do I have it down? I thought I had it down. Maybe I don't have it down. I'm a talker. Like I'll talk about things. But I know some people shut down and kind of don't want to talk. I will talk about things and communicate how I'm feeling. But besides that, what else would I need to be and know? My husband has been my big support. He gives me the injections every week. He has always loved me for Linda. My weight has fluctuated over the 50-year marriage. Jeez, Louise. Oh my goodness, 50 years. That is, oh my gosh, I'm so just impressed by that. I love that for you. So he gives you that injection so you don't have to worry about it. You could just, say, hey, I'm ready, and there it is. So I love that. He should be your biggest supporter. So I'm excited to hear that for you. I'm excited about that. I'm like, oh, all excited, like it's me. I'm curious to the single ladies. Would you warn a new man your body is not perfect? Great question. What would you guys do? Would you warn? Let's see, put that up again. Would you warn a new man that your body is not perfect? Okay. So Tamika said, no, the peach is smaller, healthier spirit podcast. Hold on to it. Oh, yeah. But you can get that back. They say you can get that back with like squats and stuff. Dee, you're going to have to invest in heating pads, heated throws, heated blankets. Yes, heated. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking that because I have like a throw, and I put it on. I was calling myself taking a nap before this, but I just didn't. I laid down, but I didn't actually nap. And I put on that throw, and it helped, but I just ended up turning my heat up with just a little bit. But yeah, you're right. It's probably cheaper than turning this heat up because to heat this whole house. Trace Twan says, wow, Mindy, that's awesome. You all grew up together. I love it. I think that is so special. I love that. Um, yeah, Mindy, her husband is doing it. My husband likes thick girls, so he doesn't want me to lose much more. I'm a size 12 now, and he's always commenting on how my curves now that my belly has disappeared. Yes, if I could get rid of the belly, I would be happy. If I could just get rid of this stomach. It's like that's the thing that that I want to get rid of. But what are you gonna do? Shout out to all the spouse, partner, situationships, sneaky links who are supporting folks on the GLP-1. Yes, shout out to you. And so if I met a guy like a new guy, should I say like, hey, I lost this weight? Not like when I first see him, but would you say you're on a GLP-1? I think I would, especially if I'm seeing it on YouTube, right? Delilah says, that's it, Dee Dee. Marry a man who has more than you. So if it doesn't work out, you could get half his whatever. And it'll be like even Steven, a little more for you. Yes. But I'd rather I don't know if he, it depend on how much that was. But I just want to keep my pension. Like I say, I don't know. Yeah. I think a prenup is good, though. I think a prenup is good if you had something you were trying to hold on to. Darian, what's your status? Mindy said, yeah, Mindy wants to know. Darian, we want advice from you about dating from a male perspective. And Mindy said, what's your status? Mindy, he is a keeper, says Mel. Yes, I believe that. Not the slinky link, Darian. Yes. Jen says, you're also thinking of your daughter as a child. If your pension goes to your husband, is that a bad thing? The other way around might be the right thing. Your children will have their own families. Well, yeah, I'm thinking about when she's younger, because, I'm 50. So, yeah, I'm thinking about when she's younger. I mean, still younger, like under 18. Like eventually, yeah, she'll have her own. But yeah, I still want some stuff to be set aside for her, for sure. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, my pension goes to my husband. That'll be a good man. I'm gonna fly wherever you are till you can meet him, because that's gonna be a winner. If I'm saying, yeah, I'm gonna sign over that pension to him over my daughter. I don't know, but you just never know. I'm never gonna say never because I don't really know. We'll see. Hi Jeanette, welcome. Hi Jen. Now, if he was, yeah, so yeah, yeah. I'm sticking with that. Jen, I'm sticking with that answer. Kim J says, yes, Tamika, hubby picking you up. Oh, wow. Yes, ma'am. He said, oh, y'all grown. I love that. Could you help me understand what motivates you ladies to start dating now? Yeah, so what's motivating you guys, for the ones that are single? For me, Nadia, it's the fact that I'm just ready. Like I haven't dated in so long. It's been a long time. And so I just kind of want like companionship, like to go to the movies, go to dinner, go to museums, go where else would we go? Go places with, do things with, take a walk with. Like, yeah, I'm not an outside girl. Like that's not me, but I'll even do that. Because I, want to get more movement in. I'm on that movement train now. But yeah, so that's my motivation. What is your motivation? Anybody else out there that wants to date? That's so true, Jen. Since baby DD is still a child, I can see how she doesn't picture her as an adult. Yes. Now, if it was when she gets to be that age, if it's older, but you got to think, I have a trust and a will. So I've already, I guess the trust now supersedes the will. So I've already put my plan in place for her up into a certain age, and it is age listed. I don't know if you've ever had a trust or know about a trust, but everything is very detailed. So nobody's going to have to question like what I wanted, what you think. Everything is so spelled out, how I want things. And it is up into a certain age that, then it kicks in where, she does her own thing. So, we'll see. Somebody else coming in might change my whole perspective. And I guess the good news is I'm open to that. So, that's why I say I need to be doing some financial stuff because, if you have a will, you need to get rid of that will and get a trust in your life. The trust is where it is at. So Beverly says, I go out and travel by myself, just would love to have a companion. I don't think I'd marry again though. Okay, you don't think you marry again. Okay, all right, all right. And I get that. If you've already been married, I could totally see that. And Twan is saying she agrees with Lori. Well, darn, Darium, you look very handsome in your pic. Darium says, I was in a live and said this to some. Don't let your dating expectations be as unrealistic as your GOP1 expectations. I love that. I love that. Yes, 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 yes. And that is so true because some of us, I know some content creators have said, and they thought that they would be like way ahead in their weight loss. They thought like in 6 months they were going to lose 100 pounds, because you're seeing all these celebrities drop so fast, or just what you've heard people lose so fast. And then it's like you get on the GOP1 and it's like, where's my 100 pounds in 6 months? But all along, wasn't that a real unrealistic, that was unrealistic. That wasn't a realistic goal. So that is cute. That's a cute thing to say. I like that. I like that. Kim, J, LOL, remember, baby boy. Okay, okay. Okay, Kim and Tamika. Oh my gosh. You guys have an inside joke, don't you? Brown Velvet says, I'm 49. Earlier this month, they did the younger age range. Okay, so she is 49. So, okay, when are you celebrating 50? You're going to be 50. You don't have to do it big like Miss Twan is doing it big. She is Tamika said, I'll behave. Yes, Tamika, behave. Jody, my Jody, Tamika and Mel. My age range is 45 all the way up. Joking, not joking. Yes, that older gentleman. There is a show on Netflix that is, Michelle Obama is involved in it, and it's a dating show for older people. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I've tried to watch one episode and couldn't really get into it. The couples were all over the place to me. I only wanted to see certain couples, and you had to watch everybody. So I think that was like the turnoff for me. But so yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how far up I would go because I just think of my dad at some point. Mel, oh my goodness, Nadia. It's all the way up. Nothing can stop me. Okay, okay. Don't y'all run Darium out of this life. That's why I was thinking the same thing. Darium said, don't ask me the questions. I'm off limits with this. Brown Velvet, I'm getting my workout in, so I'm watching the chat. Sorry for the slow response. No, that's okay. That's okay. I was just wondering, when did you turn the big 5? Oh, I think that's so cool. Again, for me, it's not about weight. I have a lot of trauma, and that caused me to be more on guard and overly sensitive because I am broken. Although I'm working on it, it's just the truth. Well, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. There are a lot of broken people. I think the important thing is if you're healing from it or trying to heal from it, trying to get help for it. And some of us are probably broken and don't realize we're broken. So, guys, thanks for, sharing that. Mel says, Kim says that Mel, yes, whatever floats your boat, honey. Oh yeah, so I think older can be so good, but I'm overweight because I'm broken, so maybe it's all related. It probably is all related for sure, for sure. Okay, so Linda says she is 68 years old. Oh my goodness. So yeah, if you were 50, and then now I remember a flashback. You're saying you said you were 18 when you got married. So wow, that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. You guys grew up together. I'm sure that's your BFF. Like, geez Louise. Mel is saying, right, Tamika, correct, Twan. Oh my goodness. Kim J, you're funny. I think for a good marriage, you need to have common interests, but also your own individual hobbies. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I think that's important too. I know sometimes, when you meet a new guy, you're all about the guy, the guy, the guy, or the girl, the girl, the girl, or, when you're dating, your partner, your partner, your partner. And then it's like once you guys start fading off and maybe he will starts wanting to hang with his friends, now you're forced to do other things and you don't have other things to do. So yeah, I think having your own interests are very important. Um, Thanks for that comment, Mindy. Darium is spitting truth. Darium is always spitting truth and facts. Congratulations to Mindy. I agree with Mindy. Yes, I do too. I've been engaged and married, then engaged again, but I've been very blessed with some good men in my life. Yes, I have too. I have too. And the good thing, people say, is this a bad thing? Because I always stay friendly with them. Like I've never have I? Is there somebody that maybe one, I can't even remember, but most of my, well, the 2 guys I was engaged to, I stay in contact with, um, and, so yeah, and everybody I do stay in contact with, I agree. I think they were good guys. When people break up, sometimes they say everything about the person under the sun, and it's like you were with that person. But sometimes somebody could do something or over time or just one time that just kind of ruins your thought process. So I get that too. Um, yeah. No, not me. I didn't say a single thing. Darium is not going there. He's like, Dee Dee, I love that in your dad. My dad could walk right past me with us facing each other and I wouldn't recognize him. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, hopefully one day. It's never too late, I think. I love that Dee Dee's dad is treating like her like royalty. That's amazing. It's so caring. Yes, and that's just the kind of guy he is. That is the kind of guy he is. That he does that for all ladies, all ladies. That I'm not, I am special probably to him, but I'm just saying that's just how he rolls. He'll like jump out of his seat to go open the door for somebody at restaurants, just everywhere. Just a gentleman. My husband still holds, Linda said, my husband still holds my hand whenever we're out. When someone flirts with me, he never gets mad. He said, that's why I'm married to her. He is so cute. His dad was a great example for him. Yes. Yes, that is so cool. So yeah, you see that, and that's what you know how to do. So I love that for you, Linda. I love that. Um, I'm going to Florida to find DD, a young Floridian man. Yes, yes, yes. I have another a teacher friend that where does she live at? She said she could see Disney like from her area where she lives. But she retired maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Her and her husband moved to Florida because her son lives there with his wife and their kids. And then, so yeah, so I was there at Disney maybe 3 years ago. My daughter turned 5, so maybe 2 years ago. And I didn't get a chance to see her. But now I have so many other friends. We were booked for Disney. We booked up the whole week, but I have so many, hopefully people I can visit now in Florida. Kim J says, what you didn't say, you thought it, and I'm sure it was good. You stay giving good advice. Oh, yes. Get you, Dee Dee, 32-year-old. You keep up running. It keeps you up and running around. Okay, okay. I might have to. I'm in Florida too. We should do a meetup. Yes, the people are meeting up in Florida. Robbing the cradle. Robbing the cradle. Yes, I know you would say that, but you just said age ain't nothing but a number. You're like, but don't go too low, right? I feel like if I could be somebody's, well, I guess I could be a lot of people's mom, right, at 52. But I feel like if I could be your mom, like 20, like that, just think, nah, because I think that might be too young. For me, to each his own. Now, older, I could probably do that. Yes, Linda, we hold hands too. I love that. Twan, let Stella get her group back. Yes, 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 yes. Uh-huh. And I might can find them in Florida too. I mean, you got to cook now for yourself. What's adding one more plate? True. Right, Tamika? It depends on what you're looking for at the time. Tamika, I can't even get myself off the ground. My husband and I go on dates and trips together, and he definitely keeps me warm now that it's cold outside all the time. Yeah, see, I kind of miss that kind of stuff. Like, my father-in-law loved my mother-in-law. They held hands all the time. He always kissed her when they walked into the house. That is such a sweet thing. Oh my goodness. I have a waist and hips, but a flat pancake butt. Well, it used to be that boobs, and I'm covered in both areas, but it used to be that boobs were the thing. Now it's the rear end is the thing. So yeah, you just have to focus on the one you do have going on, and don't worry about that in the back. But you can like pump up your glutes and your bottom. I've seen people do it now. Somebody was saying, well, they probably had pads in there, but I don't think they had pads in there, or they probably had like a BBL. I don't think that they had a BBL. I just think that they were like a workout buff in that gym, squatting it out. And she was always doing squats too, always doing squats. He is still on 4 months now, and down 30 pounds. Good. He doesn't track or work out beyond walking. Okay, that's good progress. I love that. 30 pounds. That's a milestone. Go 30 pounds. Go 30 pounds. I love that. We got to build up our cake. We got to build our cakes up. Yes, 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 yes. I don't want to lose my cakes. He is still on 5 milligrams. Has lost. Oh, I just read that. Sorry. Girl, men don't care if you perfect as long as you naked. Yes, but are we afraid to get naked? I mean, are people really get naked in front of their significant others? I don't know if people are. Are you lights on, lights off? I mean, what is really going on? She put it out there. My grandparents were married 65 plus years. Oh, wow. Before they died, they always said, one, communication. I love that. I knew that would be number one. Number two, never stop dating. Number three, eat at least one meal together a day. Number four is pray together and for one another. I love that. I love that. I think, yeah, that spiritual thing is important. I think that's an important piece for me. That's probably not everybody's number one list, but I feel like if you have the spiritual thing first, everything else can kind of work itself out. Both people have to have it though, because if one person has it, their thinking is going to be different, I think, than somebody who does not. So it has to be like equally yoked, as they say. Twan, looking skinny. Your profile picture eats. It is cute, isn't it? And I have to say, who is that? At first when she changed it. She says, thank you, love. Do you all go out on solo dates? No, but I think we should, right? Because, they say don't take sand to the beach. So if you're going there with your single friends, it's like, it's like the pickings are already slim. Now you just cut them in half for yourself, right? Because now you have somebody else there. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Are you dating out there, single ladies, solo? Hey, Tammy, I'm ready to start dating again. Yes, I am too. I am too. So, Tammy, what's your strategy, though? You have to have a strategy. I want to put this up before I forget because I was looking, you guys talked about these dating apps. I was looking up, like, what are apps specifically for plus size dating? And I don't know that I have other apps too, not just those. So, there are some other apps that just are for whoever. But these, did you guys know about these? It's called Woo Plus, a dating app designed specifically for plus size singles and people that admire them. It promotes body positivity and inclusivity. Never heard of Woo Plus, but I think I might just check it out just to see. Curvy single dating, that's an app that focuses on helping curvy women and men find relationships with people who appreciate them. Now, this I thought was interesting. Large Friends, a platform for plus-size individuals and those who admire them to connect in a judgment-free environment. Now, that sounds good. This one, Tammy says, BBW Cupid, a specialized dating site for plus-size singles and those looking for serious relationships. Now, what sounds good about that is, right, we want somebody that's probably looking for a serious relationship or not to be playing around at least. And so I thought that was pretty interesting. So look at those. And then these are some ones they named. I've heard about Bumble. I don't know if I love that idea of being on Bumble, but it's known for the focus on empowering women. It's inclusive to all body types. It allows you to control your dating experience. Has anybody tried any of these? They say, OK, Cupid offers extensive profile options that allow the users to express themselves fully, making it a great space for plus-size individuals. So I guess you would probably put that out there, like, what if they see your profile pic, But sometimes the profile pic, I guess, could be deceiving because, we know about the catfish situation and on both ends, not just females, males do it. Tinder, a mainstream app that uses that users can meet at a variety of they can meet a variety of people. Confidence and great photos can help plus size users to find their match. I've heard about Tinder. There's a Netflix movie called the Tinder Swindler. So I don't know if I would check that out, but I mean, I guess, the whole thing doesn't have to be bad because this one guy was scamming people on that. That I believe that is the app, allegedly. I don't know if that's told. I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure that allegedly that is the app where that guy was swindling people. Hinge focuses on building meaningful connections with prompts and detailed profiles, fostering a more inclusive environment. And this is an interesting one. I'm going to make this bigger. It says coffee meets bagel. Has anybody heard of a coffee meets bagel app? I thought this was interesting. It prioritizes quality matches over quantity, offering a platform where plus size individuals can do what? Let me take this comment down. Let me find it. Oh, it's a lot of comments. Okay, here you go, Tammy. Let me take this down. It's okay. It's not coming down. Okay. What can individuals do? What can they do? I have to read this last part. I'm curious to know. Plus size individuals can create a safe space for diverse relationships. So that's pretty cool, right? Create a safe space for diverse relationships. Never heard of it. I've heard of OkCupid, Tinder, Bumble, but I have never heard of Hinge or Coffee Meets Bagel. So, but that's how Coffee Meets Bagel sounds interesting. Delilah says, Twan, I do, and I do encourage David to do so as well. Delilah saying, hi, Tammy. It's Darium says, I used to do so many solo dates. It helped me fall more in love with me. I love that. If I don't want to spend time with me, why would anyone else want to? Yes, I love that. I love that. That's a great point. Amy says, being single for 15 years and knocking on 50 is my motivation at Jen. She's laughing. I want to spend some time with someone other than my kids and my other girl cops. I agree. Like, yeah, teacher friends, my other friends, I agree. You want to be with somebody that's, just a little different, a nice change. Smells good. See, Darium, them gems be coming out all the time. Yes. I still haven't been on a solo date. I must do that this year. Yes, you do have to go on a solo date. It's at Darium. You seem to be very humble and a nice guy. And they're saying, hey, at King Darium. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, Darium, you are on point. Like, you just are on point. We love that. Somebody's going to be so lucky to have you. These people think I'm cheering for this basketball game, and I'm cheering at the knowledge in this live. That's so funny. Oh, Amy, Darius does seem like he is very kind. Yes. Kim with the bottom line. Bottom line. These ladies looking for someone because they need, want, deserve real love. Real love is good love to you and for you. Yes, I agree, Kim. Kim says, I say date till that one goes along. Okay, the one comes along. Yes. Linda says, I married the boy next door. I didn't like him at first. That is so funny. So you didn't like him at first, and here's 50 years later. Brown Velvet, she turns 50 in October. I don't have a weight loss goal for them, but I'm super curious as to what my 50-year-old body might look like. If I were to date, it would probably be between the 40 and 60 range. I think that's me too, but up maybe toward closer to 45. But I don't know, real love, real love. Is that Mary J? Sings it best, huh? Delilah says, Brown Velvet, happy October birthday. Tamika, solo dates are nice. Some say it's weird, but try it. I think you'll like it every now and again. Yeah, I think solo dates are fine, especially, you're married anyway. Date yourself, make yourself feel good too. When you're single, you kind of have to do that. Yes, Kim, I deserve everything I desire because I am quality material. Yes, 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 yes. And I love that. I love that confidence that you have, Amy. You got to hold on to that. And then everybody's saying, yes, you do. Kim says, yes, you do. Debbie's weight loss revolution. My husband came in to find out who the the pretty actress was. I said, that's Dee Dee. He said she doesn't need to lose weight. Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. What a nice compliment. Amy is pure quality. Yes. Um, and let's see, let's take this down. Traces of Twine, we're in Florida, Beverly. We're in Florida. My mom is 58, so oh yeah, your mom is near me. Oh my goodness, no, I could not be your mom. Is that what you're saying? I'm 58, wouldn't go below 45. Me either. I think Beverly, that's I'm at the 45, but you're 58. So yeah, I don't know if I drop below that 45. I don't know, but I might see something and make me want to drop below that 45. So I'll never say never. Delilah says, I know many who've had BBLs and couldn't sit for 6 full weeks or sleep on their back. Yeah, they say that's one painful. That's what I was thinking. Yes, I do. Right at Tamika. Ouch. No, thank you. Kim says, sweet tea, Dee Dee lights on, and I'm going to stop right there because we are online. Oh, Kim is so funny. If I made it that far, I don't care about the lights. Yes, 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 yes. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I think I might have to trim some more of this stomach off before I feel totally comfortable. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know about that. We might have to, I'm got a light dimmer. How about that? Not totally turn on the lights, but I'm going to dim those babies. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Oh, she is Tamika. Way back in the day, I was on BBW Cupid, but it didn't work out. I actually met Vaughn on Match.com. Remember, Match was like the site back in the day. And I said that to somebody today, like about Match.com, and we neither one of us knew what was going on with Match.com. Is it still around? This is a success story. So, because you said since 2011, I just love that. A Healthy Spirit podcast. Interesting. How long have you been together? If she said, I'll let her tell you in the chat, but I think if I remember correctly, 2007. Sweet tea, girl, please stay off Tinder. Yeah. That show, I'm going to have to look that up. I think it's called the Tinder Swindler. Swindler. Like, he's swindling folks. I wouldn't be scared of all of this. No. I saw my ex-husband on Bumble once. I deleted my account so quickly after that. Now that is funny. You saw what if Bumble probably do they match you on those? I always wondered, like, if you got matched with your ex-boyfriend or your ex-husband, and you'd be like, you don't know what you're talking about on this app. 13 years in November. I love that. So you have like the 15. Is 15 like a special year? At this rate, they're all special. But I know it's like that. Is that like considered a milestone to you? I don't know. I don't know. What silver anniversary? Is that 50? Is that 50 years? I know about that silver anniversary. I mean, I've heard of it. I don't know, obviously, because I don't even know if it's 50. It says, yes, tried all, didn't like none. You tried all of those. I haven't tried any of those. Okay, so I have to check some of them out, Lakeisha. Brown Velvet, if you could have heard me scream. Coffee Meets Bagel is an old app and wasn't good back in the day. Several years since I've been on an app. Okay, okay. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I've never heard about it. Healthy Spirit Podcast, that is great. That is great. They are all pretty terrible. I've done them all. And overall, I've only met good men on paid apps like eHarmony and Match. So eHarmony is paid too, which, it's kind of like that makes sense. Coffee Meet Bagel lets you pick the guy. They can't message you until you reach out to them, probably is what you were saying, huh? I like that concept though. Brown Velvet, everybody's laughing. Congrats, Tia. Um, Brown Velvet for the realness. Turn off the lights and light a candle. Teddy Pendergrass. That's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I should have that song "Waiting in the Wings" with my light dimmer. Turn them off. I love it when he says, "I do too." That was one of my mom's. That was her favorite. Him and Prince were her favorite singers back in the day. Twan says we added dimmer lights in our bedroom as an upgrade when we built it. That is perfect. You know, I love those dimmer lights. I need them in my bedroom. Twan, I think I'm on the other side of you in Altamonte Springs. I think Altamonte Springs. Okay, okay. Twan, sing, sis. Twan's always singing a song, isn't she? I love that. He says that. That's like a joyful person, though, that's singing like that. Bumble is similar to Coffee Meet Bagel. You match with whomever you can. The man cannot reach out first. Only the woman can start a conversation. Hmm. So what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think a woman should approach a man, or should the man approach the woman? And I'm not talking about the app. I'm talking about even in real life. So if I saw somebody, do you think, because I often hear people say when it doesn't work out, the first thing people ask is, did you approach him or did he approach you? Because if he approached you, if you approached him, how did you know he was even interested? What do you guys think about that? Seems like online dating is the only choice these days. Yeah, because like I said, if nobody's setting you up and you're not running into folks places like at the grocery store, that when are you going to meet them? Now, I don't know. All right, so Dee don't want them the lights off. You want the red light special. Okay, TLC. Yes, that's another song I can put on. Turn off the lights. TLC with that red light special. That is too funny. I met two of my serious relationships on Black People Meet and Bumble. Okay, okay. So Bumble, you said that. No, I didn't even know Black People Meet was still around, but I used to hear about that a lot. Um, he who finds a wife, yeah, I've always heard that, Twan. You shouldn't approach a man first. Darian said, it's off topic, but I hope it's not inappropriate. But have any of you watched All Single Live with Kendra G? It's a web dating show. No. Single Live with Kendra G. No, I've never heard of that. TLC, yes, that TLC. I've never even thought to approach a man. Okay. I thought about it, but I was always afraid to. I will approach a man for my friends in a heartbeat. Like if they say they like somebody, I'm like, you want me to talk to him? I'll go over and like initiate it. And Mel is saying, yes, fine's a good thing, Tom. Okay. Kim J, now that's a Bible. Twan, yes, ma'am. Where to find it at Darium? Yeah, where is that show at? Never heard of it, Darium. Kendra G. I feel like that name, Kendra G, is like I know the name, but I just can't make the connection. She's on YouTube as well, IG and TikTok. Okay, okay, yeah, I never heard of her. I never heard of her. So yeah, so that's the day. So what do you guys? Who else? What do you think about approaching a guy? The single ladies, would you approach a guy? The Turtle Diary says, I'm not approached, but I've confronted. If you are staring me down, I'm going to ask. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. So if they're staring you down, you're going to say like, what? Like, what are you looking at? What's up? What's going on? How are you doing? Yeah, tell me a little bit more about that. Oh my goodness. It is pop the balloon. It is pop the balloon. Okay. I know a day it's hip and all for women to propose. Okay. I know what you're saying. I'm like reading it like I need my little glasses. I know nowadays it's hip and all for women to propose, but that's just not for me. Now proposing I would not do. I would not do that. But I never say never, but that's a strong I won't be doing that. She's almost like the female Kevin Samuels. Oh my gosh. He used to talk so bad about anybody that wasn't like perfection. I mean, yeah, yeah. I don't want to even give him, to speak on him. He's not even around, but geez Louise, he was tough. He was hard on the sister. He was hard. Trace of Twan's Life said, it's at Darium. That is when they pop balloons. No, the pop balloons is a different kind of shenanigans. Is that within her show though, or is that a whole different show with the popping of the balloons? Twan says she sees it on IG. I have approached and spoken first to a man before. Okay, Beverly says. Okay, Beverly. So, did he embrace that, and then how did that relationship work out? Because people often say, those relationships where the woman approaches the man don't work. Now, I don't believe that. It's never an all, but I just was curious to what you think. Um, she's gonna check it out. Twan's gonna check that out. Sweet tea, that's me all day, every day. I would approach a man by saying, "Hi, how are you today?" Just being kind. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that, but I think I might be scared too. He would have to be looking at me, like Sweet Tea said. He would have to be giving me the eye, giving me that okay. You know what I'm saying? Like to be comfortable enough to even do it. Because otherwise I wouldn't. I'd just be waiting in the wings, like, oh, but he said something to me. Um, you see, that's the whole dating thing. You ladies that are married, you don't have to worry about any of these shenanigans. You could just be you. Beverly says we talked for a while, but he wasn't serious. The Turtle Diary says, I think men need signals that it's okay to approach you. Yes, 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 yes. So, someone said, last week, if you're frowning all the time and have like, they call it a resting bee face, it's going to be tough for you if you're single because, guys say that women that don't look approachable, they don't approach. So, that's something to take into consideration. That's something we can do. Any other dating tips for us single ladies? What are some dating tips that you guys have? I love the marriage advice. I thought that was great, but I'm not married. I'm going to get to that point. So, what's some single advice do you have for us ladies? Because I often feel like if you're out there doing it, we need some advice from you. You're living the married life. I think men need singles. I think she just said that. I need liquid courage to approach a guy first, but since I've been on zepbound, I don't feel like drinking anymore. And I never was a drinker, so but I would drink, sometimes I would my friends would think I was drinking a regular drink and I would tell the waiter don't put any of the like a strawberry daiquiri, don't put any of whatever's in there. So sometimes I've done that and they didn't even know it. But because I laugh and giggle and crack myself up on a regular basis, it's probably seemed like I had a drink or two and I haven't. Mel says, exactly. Okay, I love that. Kendra G has singles live starting at 10 tonight. Ooh, so we got to hit. What time is it? Because I want to see what you guys are talking about with that. So the singles live, though, is it? I want to see what that's about. Okay, Twan, after party. Medea already told you. Medea already told you what to do. What did Medea say to do? Oh my goodness. I say to prepare yourself for Kendra. Okay, so it's a show for sure. So I got to go check that out to know what they're talking about because I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Haha, it's Darium. I need a good laugh. Let's do it. I could speak to men like nothing, but I would never think to flirt with one I began a conversation with. Yes, yes, yes. Pop the Balloon is a mess. I've never seen that, Lori. Pop the Balloon. When does that come on, Lori? Is that different than the Kendra G? I guess I'm confused about that too. Because I want to watch it. I'm gonna go watch it. And just see. Twan, you funny girl. Wait, Mel says, I may or may not get remarried, but I certainly want a life partner. I'm dating a prospect now. Mel, that is so exciting. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, I love that. Okay, so you said a prospect. So that's like, this person is living up to your expectation. So that's great. That is great. I want to be able to say that. I have like a prospect. Twan, girl, you are funny. I read that. Medea said to clink, clink, lock it up, lock it up. Yes. I watch it on YouTube. Let's see. Delilah says, yeah, Mel. So where is this Kendra G at? Like, is it on? Because I'm going to get off of here at 10 o'clock because it comes on at 10. Is it on YouTube? Is it on IG? And 10, what is it on? I think you said you saw something on Instagram. Let's see. Good for you, Mel. I wish you blessings on getting what you want. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, he is. Been friends for almost a year and dating. Oh, I love that. I love that. Mel, it's comedy, all right. It's been lovely, you all. I'm headed home for a rest so I can get to my second job tomorrow morning. Oh my goodness. You've been on your feet since 6 a.m. this morning. You all helped me pull through tonight. Yes, I know. You said it's on YouTube. Follow at Kendra G Media Singles Live. You can watch old episodes. Okay, okay. All right. Then wouldn't that be fun? Can we get on the show? Can somebody get on that show? YouTube, and there's 25 people waiting for it to start. Oh, on YouTube. So it's a live show on YouTube. And then Mel says, amen, sweet tea. um, uh, you know, I'm trying to think. Okay. Good night, Amy, she says. Jen says. Sweet dreams, Amy. Good night, Amy. All right. All right. So before we leave, we're heading over to what's it called? Kendra G. Before we leave, does anybody have any things, things they want to shout out? How are you doing with that weight loss? Anybody have some, non-scale victories, anything they want to share? Because I just love to, cheer people on with this weight loss. Amy is the hardest working woman. I know she is getting it in. Kendra G runs late, so don't hurry. Okay. Okay, okay. But I do want to, if anybody has something to shout out, do I have anything? What's a non-skill victory for me? A non-skill victory. I mean, I'm telling you, when I looked in that mirror today at work, it's a whole body mirror, and I saw my behind, and I thought, I'm not losing. My behind is not getting flat. I think that's a plus for me. So, I'm loving that. Lori says she's lost 41 pounds since July. Yay! I love that. Since July. That's good. You're at great progress there. Keep it up. Keep it up. 40 was a milestone for you. So now I don't know if you want to lose more weight, like if you have a goal, but that's a great start. I see 50 on your horizon. 50 is coming up. Dee Dee, you can sign up to come on the show and put yourself out there. She asked a series of questions for folks to get to know you. Okay, okay. Oh, gosh, you got to be ready for that criticism, too. Jumping jacks, jump jacks. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Lord, she's tardy to the party. That song is stuck in my head whenever somebody says tardy. I think of that immediately. Your non-scale victory, Brown Velvet, was you were cleared to stop taking your blood pressure medicine. Good for you. That is like a huge non-scale victory. That should be in a class of its own. I think that and your A1C going down, but that blood pressure is a game changer because so many people are having strokes and heart attacks, and it's all related to that blood pressure. So for that to have gone down, that definitely is a non-scale victory for you. You're still at 44 pounds down, week 39. I'm still trying to be the big 50. And, I watched your video. I love that video where you talked about, where your weight is and you talked about your vacation. I thought it was so well done. You look beautiful, too, in that video. So, Jen, you're 100 pounds down. Oh, my God. I just popped up. Jeez, Louise. Wait a minute. So if you haven't seen the Turtle Diaries video, go and watch that. Of course, Traces of Twan's life is on here. She's a content creator. Who else? Tamika was on here. She's a content creator. Delilah's a content creator. Go check out all these channels. Did I miss anybody? But the Turtle Diaries, I just love that video. I just thought it was so cool. And then Twan won the cup. I thought that was cool too. I feel more comfortable doing jumping jacks again. Oh yeah, okay. So you must have a good Brazil. Is that what they call it, Brazil? Jan, let's get to this 100 pounds. That is awesome sauce. 100 pounds down. How does that feel? I just love that. Twan says it starts at 10:10. Darium says, congrats, you're all doing so well. Wow. And Twan, wait a minute, Twan, you are up past 10 o'clock. Okay, it's the weekend, right? Is that what it is? Because I'm like, wait a minute, Twan is still up here, and I forgot it's the weekend. Congrats, you are all doing so well. Wow, Jen F. Wow, get it, sis. Jen, that is amazing. I think that's a huge milestone. Um, Non-skill victory, you wear 20 in pants. That is a non-skill victory. Good for you, Keisha. Go, Keisha. Go, Keisha. Love that. Jen, we are so proud of you, honey. That is so awesome. Like 100 pounds down. Kim J, I'm down 50 pounds since the end of July. Woohoo! That is great progress. That's another milestone. 50 pounds is a lot of pounds to be down. I love that. 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 40 pounds, 30 pounds, 20 pounds. And that first 10 pounds, you're going to be excited about that if you're just starting out. I mean, any of it. Congrats, Jen, Brown Velvet. Everybody's giving Jen her thanks. Jen, I mean, that's just amazing. Jen, we love that for you. Everybody is loving that. Kim J, yes, sis. January 26th is going to be 52 weeks, and I'm down 57 pounds. Perfect. Beverly, that is awesome, awesome, awesome. You look so cute in that profile pic, too. I love it. It's either pink or purple, but it's popping out at me. It's popping out. Jen F says, now the hard part starts the maintenance. Yeah, so you met your goal. You met your goal. Well, tune in to She Is Tamika. Tune in to the Patrice Denise. You probably already watched those ladies. And who else is on maintenance? So Simply Taisha is also on maintenance. Tune in to those three ladies that I know of for sure that I watch on a regular basis. They're making maintenance look good. Twan did win. Put Maui on your travel list. It's beautiful, y'all. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm so afraid to go there because of the lizards that crawl around. Like I'm scary like that. I'm scared. Mindy, yes, everyone is doing so good. Yes, or so great, I should say, she said. I hang on Friday. So you hang on Friday and Saturday. Well, that is good to know. That is good to know. You're up and about. Linda says she's down 77 pounds since February of 2024. That is awesome. 77 pounds. Jeez Louise, you are doing it. Good for you. So you'll have I have my 1 year anniversary too. So we'll have to celebrate those. Now, I don't know what your date is, but it'll be 1 year in February for us both. Lori says, I'm not out of breath anymore. I have lots of energy. Yes, that's a game changer for me too, having energy. Beverly said, congrats to everyone. Jazzy came in and said, congrats to Jen. Oh my goodness. Congrats, Jen. Dee Dee, you are making amazing content. You putting yourself out here and making people think. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm trying. Simply Taisha is maintaining. She says she's excited about gaining muscle. She actually gained muscle and she's losing fat. So, I mean, you have like a double combo. So check her out. I know she's live on Mondays at 7 and she talks about, just kind of takes us through learning about setting goals for yourself, reflecting on your weight loss, all of that good stuff. It gets you thinking. Truth, Darium, DD is special. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. So sweet. So sweet. She sure is. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Okay, let's all hit the like button before we go. Yes, we're going to Kendra. Now, this Kendra, I'm gonna be on this Kendra. One of us need to go on this Kendra. But let's see what she's doing first, right? So how much time do we have? We have time. Taisha, hey girl, hey, me too. Represent. Oh, Mel is also gaining that muscle too. I love that, Mel. Linda's journey, bra shoulder straps no longer digging in my shoulders, making them dark. They have lightened so much. That's a good thought. Mine are like that too. Actually, this one is kind of digging because I'm between sizes, so it's digging right now. And I'll let you say that. I find myself having to pull it up. But yeah, that's a good observation. What's up, Miss Taisha? Jen says we are all doing great. Hey, Darian, I've been lurking and cooking. And she was working out too at one point. Jen, congratulations on your 100 pounds. I love that. I love that for her. 100 pounds. I mean, goodness gracious. And, we know Twan is at that 100-pound mark. Hey, Aunt Mel, you are doing the darn thing. Yes, Mel. Mel's a beauty. And Mel's gaining muscle. I mean, what more can you ask for? Well, that special someone. That's what you could ask for. DD, I put a sports bra And Pilates waist belt on. Oh my God. The jumping jacks are much easier. Before it was a no for me, period. Yeah, the jumping jacks, yeah. That's a tough one. So I have to remember that. We are indeed, Taisha. Lori says, congratulations to everyone on their weight loss success. You all rock. Kim J says, I was feeling the back of my leg this morning and felt that leg muscle popping. Hey. Well, you're lucky. That's the only thing that was popping. Beverly says, yes, indeed. I did notice that darkness of my shoulders has light. Now you guys are going to make me go and look at my shoulder because I don't know that I had a darkness. I think I did have something on the side, though. Does that go away, Linda and Beverly? I don't know. You know, I'm gonna go on her date show. I will have this hat. I said I'm gonna take my hat and I'm gonna go on Kendra. What's her name? Wait, Kendra. I'm gonna go on Kendra with my hat and say, interview me. I'm trying to find a man. Like this hat is looking, wait, is it right? Is it wrong? What is this hat doing? I'm going over to Kendra. All right, so Twan, you better be over at Kendra. You better not be sleeping. Don't go to sleep. Wait, the hat is okay. It's on. I was gonna say this hat is on wrong. My hat. I wanted Beverly to. I don't know if that's Beverly. Who had this hat, but when I'm on here, usually there are ladies in here that have these hats in their profile, and I said I'm gonna bring my hat. And now most of my hats are like summery hats, but I like this hat. I'm gonna go on that Kendra. She probably won't let me wear a hat though, would she? I don't know, would she? Yeah, I love a good hat. You know, when I was growing up, I never loved hats. Like I always wanted I just never wanted to mess up my hair, I guess. I don't know. But since I've gotten older, I've embraced a good hat. So I'm gonna be hatting. I gotta put on this hat. I'm gonna go see what Kendra's talking about. Maybe she'll give us some inspiration. Now, Darium, you didn't send us over here. So we gotta talk about this next Friday. We gotta talk about this Kendra because I'm gonna be on it. Does she only come on that one day? I have to find her. I don't know. All right. Thank you guys like the hat. Thank you. I was gonna put this hat on, but it gets so hot. That's your new edition. Yes, that's right. Yes, yes, yes. That's your new edition hat. I remember that hat. Yes. See, Twan, great minds think alike, sis. Great minds think alike. All right, so I will see you guys. You guys are awesome. She says, oh, you guys are digging this hat. Yes, I love my little hats. I like them more in the summer. I'm really digging that hat, DD. I need to get some hats. Yes, you do. You need to rock some hats with your hair. It'd be perfect. You look cute wearing a hat. Thank you. Thank you. No, what you say? No, DD, leg muscle was popping means I can feel the muscle forming in the back of my legs. It's hard. It's hard, not flabby. Okay, cute. Oh, you like my hat? Thank you, thank you. What is this lady's name that always rocks this hat? She said she was gonna send me that hat. It looks so good in her profile pic. I want to say her hat might be a leather hat. But I said the next time I see her, next time she's in here, I don't think she's in here tonight. And I said I'm bringing my hat. So next Friday, I'm gonna have to bring my hat. I think I'm gonna have one more thing on weight loss in a row, like next Friday, and then after that, I'll see what you guys want to talk about. But when I have my first date, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna I want to tell you guys all about it. Now I don't know when that's gonna be, but I definitely will. All right. Well, good night, everybody. I will see you guys over at Kendra. We talked about going to Kendra. I don't even know if I have it. Let me see if I can get it on my phone. Let's see. Let's see. What's up with this Kendra? I don't know if I'm gonna like this Kendra, but we shall see. We shall see. Okay, let me see. How do I get out of here? She has 225 people waiting. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Somebody said she's like a what do you call it? The Kevin Samuel. So I might not get along with this Kendra. You gotta be nice. Jeez Louise. She'd catch me before I get my 24 hour. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll see you guys over there. 225 people waiting. We're gonna see what she's talking about over there. I'm trying to find her channel before I get off of here. Kendra, I'm just gonna type in. What should I type in? Kendra G? Kendra G. Kendra G. Oh, I see her. Kendra G. Upcoming. Click to join. Click to join. Oh my gosh. Are you guys gonna go on there? He said it's gonna be a few thousand on this live. Jeez Louise. All right, it's gonna be a few thousand. Oh no, I would not. I would be too shy to go on there. I don't know. I'm about to check this out though. We're gonna see what it is. All right, thanks, Darian. I'll see you guys. Thanks for letting us know about Kendra G. I'll see you guys on Sunday for my weekly weigh-in, and then I'll see you again next Wednesday. All right, love you guys. Thank you for all your advice and stuff. It was awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Have a good night.